Welcome to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he takes this from inside the 5. Blue Raiders offense will have the first possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. To the air, it's Battiato. Fires to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Forced out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Let's take a look here at Middle Tennessee. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. Key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team.
There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's talk a little about Middle Tennessee. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Wants to throw. It's Battiato. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Raging Cajuns offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program, and he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Looking left. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Tries to do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Battiato. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Davis. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride Davis here. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass, it's Howard. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program. Oh, he's got some space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Raging Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run from the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play. Start to...
It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Louisiana. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. To throw, it's Battiato. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Lacey. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Walker. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hunt. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! Great job by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Howard. Catch in the middle, it's Robertson. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another.
Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And the Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. Williams. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the...
Touchdown, Cajuns! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Vattiato. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Got his man downfield. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Vattiato. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, MTSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And right down the middle. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Going up top. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. The Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Offense changing the play. To the air. It's Howard. Going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Lacey. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Hunt. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. They kick it away on fourth down. Hunt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Not many receivers like to get hit.
They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires to the right. Got a wide open receiver. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Raging Cajuns come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jensen. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Howard. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Raging Cajuns will try to punch it in on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on third and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! And here they come, almost all the way back. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Got the back over the middle. They stop him just a league or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's Middle Tennessee on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Butler. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Butler. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He never had a a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now on the move. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down to possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Robertson. The Raging Cajuns get enough for the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. A ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the move. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Touchdown, Louisiana! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They marched 72 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Butler. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Scanning the field, it's Vattiato. Fires to the big fella. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Patterson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And nice job finding my wide receiver. How about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down to the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling, the best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense, where I can just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room, and get ready for your next opponent.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the